Good morning, everyone. This is Steve. I am the owner of Wolfology. I haven't made a video out promoting myself yet, or my business. So I thought maybe today would be a good time to, or this morning, would be a good time to get my name out there, and also provide you some information of who I am, and why in the heck I'm sitting here on YouTube or your device, telling you my opinions and my advice to you as a business owner. We'll go through them real quick because there's a lot of individuals that say I'm just bragging, whatever. But to be honest with you, I mean, if you do it, I don't think it's really bragging. But I'll hear my critics say, different. Well, first thing is that I came through the Marine Corps. I joined the Marine Corps back in '87. I served all the way up through Desert Storm. And during this time, between my break in service for 10 years, I went to work for First Franklin Financial, who was a mortgage broker, a wholesale mortgage broker, where I started out drawing documents for loans. I started funding loans. I was an account manager working the desk, and then I also got promoted up to being account manager. How that applies is that being account executive is that you are responsible for developing, maintaining, and servicing brokered accounts. In other words, clients. So I did that for 3 companies. I did that for First Franklin Financial, of course. I did for Countrywide Home Loans. I did that also for World Savings, where I actually I had 2 cases. I was a trainer for our new trainees, or our new loan officers, or our new executives, and I also trained in sales and marketing. And this is when I got introduced to the stock market and how to affect the mortgage loan business. Worked along other places, Funders Mortgage, Funders Mortgage, Protofund Mortgage, Sunrise Investments. All these people, I did consulting work, and it really wasn't that difficult. Do I have any kind of major degree? No. What I have is a degree in OJT. I actually started at the bottom, and I learned the business, and I worked my way up, and I had the opportunity at the time to where it was a growing business and I could do so. So all my information that I give you is actually, it's not I learned in a book. It's actually something that I've had to do, learn and try and see what works, what doesn't, and how you can actually benefit your client without even thinking about it, just knowing what you do. So, with that being said, today I have some free marketing tips. I have some free tips for business. These are based on my analysis of the area, and what my wife and I experienced when we first moved to Huntington. I moved from Huntington from Seattle, Washington, my wife and I was stationed there for a little over a year. And once I got out of the Army, then we decided we wanted to go somewhere and retire, and we decided on Huntington because the fact is that I wanted to be close enough to my family where they can invite me over to get something to eat, but I wanted to be far enough away from them so they couldn't rely on me to go work. So that's a little funny. Okay, but anyway, so we settled on Huntington because it's close to the lake, and we really didn't do a lot of research, but we determined that this was probably location-wise where we wanted to be. People say that I'm new to East Texas, or I'm new to Texas, and I don't know the market here. Well, I grew up in Buena, Texas, class of 1981, where I learned, even though I didn't know it then, where I learned how small-town markets work, how small-town government works, and I know the ins and outs of how the two can get in each other's way, even though they don't mean to. So today, very simple, just some things that you probably already do, but I want to emphasize a little bit more to you, because like I said earlier, when my wife and I moved down, one of the hardest things that we did, when you buy a home, everyone knows something's going to break down, and you know you're going to need something, or you know, it always happens that way. So generally, when you're moving in, what you want to do is you want to find some place local where you, if you're like me, where you got to go and I get one thing and then it ain't right, and then I got over and take that back. So I wanted somewhere local, to where I could get my goods and services. So here's some of the things that I noticed that we can, our business world here and our environment here in Huntington, we can actually do. Like I said, these may be something that you do and you know about, but I want to make sure that we're re-emphasizing and how much these contribute to your business. Okay, here we go. Off like I heard turtles. 1, answer the phone. Can I tell you how many times I ask for services here in Huntington and I call and no one answers the phone? Look at it this way. That phone call is your first point of business. That's your first direct communication with the customer. You start selling at that particular time once you're talking to this customer. Either one or two things happen on a phone call. Either they sell you or you sell them. Either they decide that you tell them that they're not interested, or number 2, you provide them information based on what you've listened to and what they've told you. If you've got something they need and you can sell. First impressions are you nice? Are you cordial? Respectful? Are you, do they want to talk to you? They want to talk about business. There's a separation between the two. Many times businesses get lost when you're answering your phone to the fact is that they want to talk about, other entities, that doesn't actually pertain to your job that day. However, the fact is you have to realize you got up this morning, you went to work, you're going to put in at least 8 to 12 hours if you own your own business. During that time, you are at work. Your sole goal that day is to increase your business. Period. All the other stuff is just BS, because the fact is you're just wasting your time and you're wasting the customer's time. And customers don't like it. I offer sales seminars. No one really wants to go from Huntington because I'm not really liked. However, I don't really care because it ain't personal. It's just business. So answer your phone. Answer your phone. Train your people to answer the phone. Train them to ask questions regarding to your business on how you can actually help them out when they pick up the phone and call you. Basically, look at the phone calls that they're asking for help. Can you help them out? Be nice, be cordial. Yeah, I can help you out. Here's what do you need, and here's what I've got. Here's what I suggest. One of the best examples of that in Huntington, which was Boots. The young gentleman, I don't know, he's got curly hair. Anyway, I called him California because he wears the pink shirts everywhere. But anyway, I went in with a plumbing problem, and I couldn't. So I went in there and I told him, this is what I need to do. This is what do I need to do it. So he just sat right there and put it all together. And I always go to there first. The hardware store, because they help me out. I know if I need money buying, they can help me out. It's personalized service, next example, because the fact is, if we go to Lufkin, and you go to Home Depot or you go to Lowe's, you walk around that store and you got all of these aisles of stuff, but you can't find nobody to help you. Not only that, they've got 20-something checkout counters, and when you go, there's only one open. See, there's advantages of doing business in a small town because you're right there with them. 2, return your messages. I know everyone hates to get those Robo messages where it press 1, hit 2, press 3 for this, press 4 for that. That's all horseshit. Okay, you lose customers that way. The best way we've learned over time how to get the live voice is that we press 0 and we get transferred to the the operator, and we tell her what our problem is, and then 9 times out of 10, she sends us over to the wrong department, and there we go, we're lost in the shuffle. Somewhere along there, they're transferring you, somebody's going to transfer, or they're going to hang up. If we messed with him long enough, we're going to hang up. So return your messages. Listen to the message when it comes in. What were they inquiring about? What was their actual question? What was their motivation for calling? So when you go back and you call them back, you can say, I heard you were interested in so-and-so. Right now we have plenty of those in stock. Matter of fact, next week they're going on sale. Would you like me to hold you one? Why don't you come in and take a look and see? What time are you coming over? Great, I'll be ready for you. Get the customer involved and get the customer interested, knowing that you're doing something that is above and beyond what a normal business would do. Know that you can do that. Answer your messages. If your phone rings and you don't have a message machine and you're not taking messages, then you're missing out on 30% of business. This multiplies to more because the fact is that these individuals in a small town like Huntington, the word of mouth is probably your best advertising, and it's free because people will talk to each other about the service they get here, the service they got there, and they will mention, hey, they always answer the phone. You know, they couldn't help me, but you know what? They gave me some good ideas. Keep your name of your business in mind to where they know that you can actually, that you will answer the phone, return their messages, and you have an answer to whatever their problem is. I don't know is not an option. You know what? That's a good question. I don't know right now, but let me find out, and I'll get back to you. Never say no to a transaction. There's always a way. There's always a way for you to sell the customer. Look at it as that way. Some of these items that I'm producing, people, well, that's hard selling. They do that in New York and California or wherever. We don't work that way. Well, if you're in a business and you're struggling a little bit, maybe you should rethink the way you're doing things and start to implement them. The best way is by knowing your customer, because you live right here amongst them. The next thing is that when you answer these individuals' calls, if you can't get a hold of them, you should have right by your phone a callback. Need to call such and such back, see what they want. Need to want to call something. Now I realize that the message machine is, or you're tied up at the present time helping another customer, or you're preparing the goods and services that you need for your business to operate and keep your inventory up. I understand that it's a great tool. However, it can be a crutch, because the fact is that I just let the machine get it. No, I'm sorry, but that's wrong. Unless you're actually physically involved with another customer or something along that lines, then you pick up the phone. Or you have someone on pick up the phone. If not, they go to message, which is a secondary. They listen to the message. You or your employees, you listen to the message, you listen to what they're asking for, and you have a plan when you call. And always be closing. I don't have them right now, but we're getting ready to put together an order. Can I order you one? Would you like to have one? What color? Well, you know what? I'll get a blue one and I'll save it just for you. It's just the little things you can do to business, but you're actually engaged in the conversation. Next thing, after your messages and your phone, is always be selling. I don't care where you go and anywhere. I think you should have a thing of business cards on you at all times. when you meet someone at dinner or you meet someone on the street and you have a conversation with them and you want to pass along your information, boom, there's your business card right here. Look me up. See if I can help you out. Or, ma'am, sir, ma'am, I couldn't help you. I couldn't help but overhearing. You're in need of such and such. And you know what, boom, here's my card. Here's my card. Call me at your earliest convenience. Always be closing. Closing a deal, whatever it is. If it's closing a deal to get money or it's closing a deal to get somebody in your store, always be closing. The best example of that is Glenn is the best to emphasize that, gets that point across. So now we've got the customer. We want to get them in our store. Once we get them in our store, then we're on our playing ground. We're on our playing ground. When a customer enters your store, they should be greeted properly. Whatever you consider is your business or professional for your business. If you're running a feed store, hey y'all, how y'all doing? Can I help y'all out with something? What y'all looking for today? Oh, y'all look around? Great. Let me know if I can help you out. I'll be right over here. If they leave that store, you shouldn't. If they leave their store and they're not buying something, say, hey, did you find what you were looking for? Oh, well, that's over in aisle 5. You know what? Been meaning to move that over where people can see it. I don't carry those at that particular time, but I'm actually getting to see more interest in you. I think maybe, what do you think? Do you think it would be a good idea if I carried those? Do you think that maybe people would buy them? You already know the answer, but you're getting people involved in the conversation. You're getting people involved in your business. You're getting people involved in your business base to where, you know what, they're making an impact on you. And they recognize that you're trying to service the actual community. You're not just a name and you're not just a number. You see these individuals when you're going on the street that come into your store, they have it, brother. Go by and say, hello, how are you? Here's my card. You know what? We didn't have that, but you know what? I got them in the other day. Well, I don't really see the need right now because I can't really sell them. Do you know of anybody else that might be interested in them too? Hey, so-and-so and so-and-so and so-and-so would just ask me about that. Great. Can you pass the word? I'm going to go ahead and get me some of those. Can you pass the word? When do you need it? Always put this customer into a situation where they're telling you what they need, what they're looking for. Too many times I see businesses that they open their door and they stand there at the counter and they just wait for people to walk in. They only really talk to them whenever somebody's purchasing something. This is your store. Make it feel like home. Make people feel comfortable while they're there. I give them a chance to browse around. If you present some kind of environment where the customer is welcome or feels welcome, then guess what? Somebody's going to walk away with something. And they're going to ask you a question. Do you have that? Yeah, I sure do. Well, I know old so-and-so, and they're looking for that. I'll let them know. A small-town business doesn't have the opportunity to set up a big, large strategy or a campaign strategy. We all know the best way to advertise our business is word of mouth. Because here in our town in Huntington, people like to talk. And they like to talk about other people. Good, bad, indifferent, whatever, but that's just part of being in a small town. You know what? Get them talking about you, get them talking about your business. Get them talking about what they found, what their experience has been. Your marketing campaign and your advertising campaign is going to suffer because the fact is it's cyclical. Whenever you're during your slow times of the year, you're not going to be able to spend as much advertising as you want. So your point of sale customers are those ones that you can actually say where they're going to go talk about me. That's better than any ad you can run in the paper. One of the marketing tools that we have today that is failing is that we have those big billboards. They're up on the sign. You see them when you go through, and you have a list of businesses who all supported that sign. But have we thought about this? Is that now 9 times out of 10, when people are driving on the highway, they're not looking up, they're looking down. Some people while they're driving, but I'm just saying they're looking down at their mobile device. Put your name on the Facebook. Put your name everywhere. Our website promotion. At least they see your name and they recognize that name. That's name recognition. You got to think about a new way of doing things as far as advertising and getting your name out, because the old ways are played out. The old ways just aren't working anymore, or if they do, they have minimal impact. Your business is going to be successful basically by how many numbers of people you get in. The law of averages: the more people you get in your store, the better your business is going to be. So our main target right now should be getting them in the store, getting them wanting to come back. And I'm not talking about old Jim down the road who wants to come and talk about all the things he's experienced through life and all this and what you should and what you shouldn't be doing. You got a business to run. People just hanging around your business laughing and talking, that's just not a good sign, because the fact is that everybody's in there just bullshit and they ain't really doing no selling. Too many times we walk into a store here in our area, and we walk in, people just standing there and they're not even saying nothing. They're just waiting for you to go pick something out, like you know what's in there. Point it out. Point it out in your advertising. Another mistake we make is that we say, well, I got an advertisement on Facebook. Okay, well, then that's another issue, because then you got to advertise your Facebook page. So how are you doing that? You have to look at your advertising and your marketing, and you're actually having to market your advertising, basically. But what you need to do is be a constant in the same area. You not use the same ad more than 1 month. Next month you make up another ad. Do something different. Artwork. Offer a different. I had a guy one time when I was selling, he told me, he said, no, he said, I don't want no more coupons. He got a coupon for free soup with an order entree. I don't want to know. He said, you're eating all my soup. He said, I don't want to do it no more. I said, well, darn. They're breaking your customers. Why don't you just change your ad? Common sense, kind of, sort of, but it kind of, you know what, hey, just change your ad where they don't give away free soup anymore, and you give away some bread or a free glass of tea. Something to where people think that they're getting a deal. And that you're looking out for them by helping them save some money. Make it your life's goal is to do in your business today here in Huntington. What can I do to my business today to keep somebody from getting in that truck or that car and driving to Lufkin? Well, they carry stuff I can't carry. All right. What is it? Do not ever in your business, then or you don't. Well, no, I don't have it, but they have it up at Lowe's. Or they have it at Home Depot. Or there's a better place to. No. We have people that live here in Huntington, and people who say, support your local business. Well, then do it. If you're a merchant in this town, guess what? Go to the other business and grab a bite to eat. Go to someone else's store and take a look around. Check out your competition, but also say, hey, we're in this together. Start referring people from your store to the other guy's store down the road. Then we start getting a sales community to where we can actually have a meeting with all the sales people involved and say, this works for me, this don't work for me. Hey, I want to promote this, you can promote that. What if I promote paint today and the other guy over down the road promotes brushes? too easy. One of the major deals, and I'll end with this, when I went to a seminar, his name was Dennis Black. That guy could sell popsicles to Eskimos, man, I'm telling you. But he pointed out something to me that everybody knows that a business person can have and get into. You want the customer's business. You see the interest. They're asking you questions. We are afraid to ask for the business. We are afraid to ask for people's business. We think in somewhere in our mind that that's rude, or that is not politically correct, that we're pushing other people. Well, I'm sorry, I'm in business, and guess what? This is what keeps open my doors. This is what put bracelets on my girls. This is what put my boy through football. This is for the deal. Well, you want that today? Is there something I can do? Is there something else I can do to make you take that home today? Well, I'll come back and I'll look at it again. Okay, well, guess what? I can't promise you they'll be here at that price. But here today, we can make a deal. Make them say no. Every conversation, everything that you have is a sales opportunity. It's just up to you whether you take advantage of it or not. Ask for the deal. Listen to the customer, what they're telling you. Listen to their needs. Provide it, and then close the deal and ask for business. It doesn't have to be all business and no fun. You shouldn't have to come into work and say, oh man, I wonder if I can pay my... How can I help you out today? How would you like that packaged up? You like to carry it, or you want me to put it in the bag? Let me go ring that up for you real quick then. Well, no, I'm not ready to ring it up, whatever. Okay then, well, come back when you're ready, you know. Hopefully I'll have one. Or, to come back, 3 or 4 months, I may not remember this conversation, I don't know, but wrap it up for you today. I know I said it closing, but here's another thing. For businesses here, especially in Southeast Texas, located in Louisiana, we always have what we call Cajun Cash. So it's simple. Your business haggles or it doesn't. Period. There's no in between. Because once you have the reputation of going out and haggling with this one customer, word of mouth will travel. When down there goes your profit margin right there. Don't be too over anxious to sell just because you can sell something. And you're excited because someone's buying something from you. They want to haggle, say, okay, it's $10. Is that the best you can do? Yes, sir, it's $10. What it says. Oh, come on, you can do better than that. Nail them. Sir, look, this is my business, and I don't make a whole lot of profit. But you know what? That $5 right there can go for my wife. You know what? Maybe we can eat more beans and rice this week. Maybe that goes to my daughter for their lunch money. Maybe it goes for braces for her or something that comes up at school. I'd like to help you out, sir, but hey, I'm cutting my market price as low as I can. This is the price, sir. You've done 2 things. Number 1 is people can't walk in your store and start Jewing you down on stuff and saying, hey, I'm said Jew, I did, but anyway, start wiggling around thinking the price is flexible. No, it's not. I sat down, I figured this price, I figured out my marketing, and I figured out how much it costs and how much profit I'm going to make. So this is what I need to make off this order, and I'm offering it to you. If you can find it cheaper, hey, good for you. But that's not going to be necessarily the case. Advertising. I have Wolfpack strategy that's up online. Right now, I'm promoting business for free. I'm going into businesses here in Huntington, and what I'm doing is I'm liking what I like about them, their service, what I promote them. I'm not in it for a short-term sale or a short-term profit. I don't really care. What I do care about is making business profitable and better in Huntington. Why would I be interested? Why do I really care? You know, what's my angle? Any Huntington says, what is all that? I don't know. It's just a pet peeve of mine. I hate to see businesses go under, and I hate to see businesses that struggle when they could be doing. I hate to see people have lay down their head on a pillow, or hear about them laying their head on a pillow and saying, man, how can I get more customers? I don't like it when people are forced by the economy or the market not to have a fair shot at business. I have many ideas that we can work together where I can target that a special marketing plan directly toward you that we'll come up with over a period of time, and we can come back and say after 30 days, that work for us? A little bit, but how can we change it and make it better? We've got to start devoting more time to our customers and selling opportunities. If we can do that, then we can actually compete with the towns around us. We can have everything. There's some specialty shops that we can't offer that won't survive here in Huntington. But we can have the necessity of businesses that can actually be profitable and contribute to our town. Because there's no better look on a man's face when you walk through his door and he's happy and from ear to ear. And you say, how's business? Oh, it's great. Make it personal. Make it between you and them. Identify them when they're out in town, at a football game, whatever. Identify them and say, hey, I remember you came by. Thank you for coming by. So let's just remember that we're always selling. That's what we do. We put out products that help other people. Ask for your business. Ask for their business. Ask for their loyalty. If you think that's a high-pressure sale, well, I'm sorry, because you're in the minority, because most people have been in businesses that I know, they're not ashamed to ask for the deal. Because they know. If you ask somebody 100 times during a day, and you're right 10 times, and you close a deal and they're right 10 times, guess what? You met your profit margin for today. Maybe exceeded it. So don't let new ideas, new philosophies, or new different ways of doing your business conflict with what other people think. Because it's your business, it's not mine, it's not their business. Some of the best publicity that you can get is negative publicity. You can turn that around. Oh, Mary Jane, well, I don't like that store. They got sawdust on the ground. Maybe. Keep you from having to sweep up when you come in with muddy boots. You know how it gets when it's raining outside? Yeah. You don't want to come there and slip down, do you? There's a way to sell everything. And everything's for sale. WolfpackStrategies.com. Wolfpack Strategy on Facebook. You want to hear more? I got a ton of them. I'll be doing these videos periodically to put it together so you can start developing a more effective campaign to keep your doors open. Then we're going to go to the next step. We're going to start maximizing profit. We're going to have a whole set of building blocks that you can use to make your business profitable. It's free for 2 months. I'm not asking for no money. People ask me, what do I do for Huntington? Well, sometimes never's enough. What I do is I promote business. I take the time and ask you what you need. I ask, are you successful if you're not? Not because I'm nosy, but because the fact is I always have an idea on how to make it better. That's what I was trained to do. National companies thinks I do it pretty well. So I'm sure that I can handle business in Huntington. Try me out. wolfpackstrategy.com. Nothing else, look at it, make fun of it. You know, give me tips on what I can do. Make my presentations better. Or if you just want to yell, scream, and holler at me like many do, you know, tell me I'm ruining Huntington. Well, guess what? I'm not ruining Huntington. I'm trying to actually save it. And I want the businesses, local businesses here to get on board and get on right. And guess what? Let's save this town. The question shouldn't be, did I make any money today? The question should be, how much money did I make today? Believe that you're going to actually be successful and start it from day one when you open those doors. It's another opportunity for me to make money and service the good people of Huntington. It's going to be a good day. Questions, concerns, something comes up you need to know, hit me up on Facebook, hit me up on my website, wolfpack.com. Hell, I even got a number there you can give me a call and get a quick fix for you and develop a strategy that's going to work for you every day. Hit me up. Don't go what off other people say. I'm trying to make a change here to help business. People don't like change. But the thing about it is that no one likes to see more than, hates to see more than me. Some business that goes in and fails. And they didn't utilize every possibility they can. Business who relies on the word of mouth of people. One person gives you a negative, goes all around town, and hell, half the people don't even go there. They don't even know your business. Or what's worse, the fact is people won't shop in your shop because the fact is 7 years ago you pulled their hair. Or you said something mean to them. And they're not going to come in your business. So let's go big time, people. Start getting it done. And start making Huntington a place where people stops and enjoys their experience here. Hit me back, wolfpack.com. Hit me back on Facebook. I'm at Huntington's Facts and Proof, Huntington, Texas Facts and Proof as well. You can actually hit me there, or go to my website, and there's my phone number as well. God bless you guys. Have a good day, and always be closing. Always be closing. Sell that customer, don't you get sold. And it's Wolfpack Strategies. I'm out.